Alright, so welcome back to more Zelda Skyward Sword. This is WaluigiWalkthroughs. In the last part, we basically finished off the Skyloft introduction. And right now, if we press down on the control pad for the Wii Remote, we can talk to Fee and she can give us some advice, some little hints. It's kind of useful at sometimes, but not so much later on. Anyway, let's leap off and go to the woods. Before... Of course, Fee has to get her last the last word in before we actually take care of all that stuff. Alright. Yes, we all know about the barrier. We know about all this. We've already read it. We already did all this stuff. Please, please, just let me go. Alright, so let's fly towards the green light. Man, this tune gets so catchy by the end of the game. Alright, so this is a map of the Sky World. And... Alright, there we are. Okay. Yes, I already know that I'll be able to pass through to the surface if I go through to the barrier. Already knew that. Alright, so once the light starts going away, that means you can basically dive. If you press Z, you can look down and see exactly where you're diving. And now, we are heading off into the first zone of the game. Free falling. Sailcloth. All right, good. I believe we have arrived. Yes, you are correct, Fee. Alright. So over here there's a bird statue, we can't do anything with it. Hold on one second, you guys. Alright, I'm back. I just had to take care of a few things. Alright, so... These are Deku Babas. Yes. So if you target an enemy and you press down on the Fee action command, Fee will give you a enemy bio. So it's kind of useful. It's useful to find out the names of the enemies, but most of these enemies you should already know their names by now if you played any Zelda game. Wow, that was close. Anyway, these guys are different than most Deku Babas from other Zelda games, because you have to hit them in the direction in which their mouths open. Alright, so Fee has something else to say to us. Oh, yep, there she goes. She's just talking about what I just explained. If you Z-target and you press on her, she will give a bio of the enemies. Alright, so this one down, that one across. Very simple. You could, of course, always shield bash them to make sure you don't get hit. That will daze them, and then you can cut them from the stem instead of the mouth. Anywho, I digress. It was only just a dream. Or was it? Anywho, well, we can't really do much except go check out the area at the bottom of this little pit. Or this spiraling pit. Anyway, you can just run around the edges collecting the stamina fruit, or you can just jump off the edges and use your sailcloth to land gently. If you don't use your sailcloth, of course you'll take damage. Anywho. Alright, so let's target, charge our Skyward Strike, and nail it. Alright, so in order to douse, we just press C like we would to look around. Dousing works just like a, well, magnet detector, metal detector, and it'll just point in the direction of whatever is the strongest of whatever you're looking for. So apparently Zelda's all the way up there. The beeping will get stronger and more intense and faster once you get closer and closer to your target. So dousing is actually crucial to playing this game, and the game will require you to use dousing quite a bit. So just get used to it. It's not as bad as what you might think it is. It's actually quite useful later on. But anyway, let's head inside. We are now within the sealed temple. Let's take a look. Alright. So over here there's another bird statue. Let's save at it quickly. Otherwise there's not much to do, so let's head on up. Alright, so another wonderful addition to the Zelda series are waypoints. Yay! We're moving into the next generation like other games. Alright, so like the old lady said, we should go open the contents of this chest over here. And inside, we pick up our second empty bottle, but this one's filled with a revitalizing potion which can fully replenish our shield's durability and also will replenish 4 hearts. So it's actually a very good potion. I will only really use it if I'm really scared that my shield will break. Anyway, she also unlocked this door for us, so let's head outside and go to Faron Woods to find Zelda. And as you can see, the beacon that we set on the map can clearly be seen outside. Alright, so let's head over that way. Oh man, looks like trouble. Well, we know how to take care of these guys. Alright, so these are red bokoblins. These monsters have plagued the land since ancient times. Each play different roles in their weaponry, blah blah blah. They also are not very intelligent. Yeah, that's true. Except they're pretty intelligent to dodge our attacks, or block them at the least. Anyway, here we're introduced to the true combat style of the game, is to strategically think about which way to hit your opponents. Now most of these bokoblins will use their swords to block your movements, so think about other ways to hit them. And don't think about other ways to hit them, but think about in other directions to hit them. Alright, so this is Gorko the Goron. This character is going to be vital for pretty much throughout the entire game, so let's become good friends with this guy, alright? He's a pretty cool guy. Not much to say right now. And he's pretty smart. Yeah, let's be nice to the guy. Let's go along with what he's saying. Oh man. Wow. Yep, I definitely want to hear some more. My mind was seriously blown by that last tidbit of facts. Or rumors, so be it. Anyway. And once we walk up to the statue, it becomes activated. Pretty crazy. Anyway, one of those bokoblins dropped an ornamental skull. These are, for some reason, I find that these are harder to find than most of the treasures that you can collect. So I definitely want to keep those. Keep those in mind. Definitely want to get them. Anyway, let's save. And let's see if Gorko has anything else to say to us right now. Goro! Alright. Well, we'll just leave him there to be stupefied by our amazing magicalness. Anyway, the beacon's up there, so let's roll this log over. And of course there's a classic Zelda cue that we did something right. And before we head off further, let's go into the map and remove the beacon. We don't need it at the moment. And now once the loading screen... Oh, there we go. So now, welcome to the very first zone of the game. The first zone of 3. Faron Woods. Unlike other zones usually in Zelda games, in Skyward Sword, the 3 main zones, they are humongous. And they're usually divided into multiple mini-zones, but they're usually just one entire region. So if we look at this entire map, as you can clearly see, yes, this whole region is Faron Woods. It's big. Very big. So, naturally there's a lot of stuff to go around and do, but luckily, the game is designed so that we are able to explore this entire area before heading off to the main dungeon of the area. So it's nice to be able to have an open area that's actually useful for once. Cough cough, Twilight Princess. Anyway, so our dowsing ability's telling us that we need to look for Zelda. So it seems like Zelda's in that general region. Let's go to this bird statue. I'm not entirely sure that you have to save at a bird statue in order to activate it. Let's take a look. I can't even see if there's a bird statue icon under there. I need to move away from the map. Oh, yep, alright. Good. So I guess you don't really need to actually save your game in order to activate the bird statues. If you're not sure, it never hurts to save, really. It never hurts. Anyway, in order to swing, just use your Wii remote to swing back and forth. And to release, just press A. Alright, so up there's a log. We can't really get up there. Over here we can cut down those trees. And the trees with the little red centers, if you cut in that region, you will get rupees. And that one, we were lucky enough to find a 20 rupee in there. Wow. Alright, more tree cutting. Link is definitely not an environmentalist. And some more red bokoblins. And they noticed us. Alright. So, the easiest way to defeat bokoblins, I personally find, is just, if they're basically attacking you one direction, try to quickly move in the opposite direction so they don't have enough time to react. You can also get a good jump attack, and in order to do a jump attack, just dash and then swing your Wii remote forward. Usually they won't be able to block those. Alright, so new to the Zelda series is this new species, the Kikwis, or Kikwis, I don't know. I love these guys. They're really funny, especially one of them. We'll get to that one. But anyway, alright, so let's go find that Kikwi again. It seems like we happen to scare it off, and it might think that we are a bokoblin. A green bokoblin. Alright, so where could this Kikwi be? Oh, there he is. There he is! And he's still frightened of us. Alright, well, let's go give them a good Link welcome. Warm Link welcome. First, let's save.